Hello. On our YouTube channel, I'm going to be posting chapters of a book that 5M should have been reading in the summer term. It's called Cloudbusting and it is by Malorie Blackman. I'll give you a quick synopsis of the story. Despite his mum's insistence, Sam doesn't want to be friends with Davy. He thinks Davy is a first-class grade A, top-of-the-deep moron. But one day Davy saves Sam's life and a bond is formed between them. Sam is still embarrassed to be seen with Davy, but little by little he has to admit when it's just the two of them, Davy is a lot of fun. But then something terrible happens to Davy. Now what's clever about the book, it's told in verse, in poetry, in first person, and this is the touching story of an extraordinary friendship that changes two boys' lives forever. On the back it says, Sam can't stand the weird new boy Davy. But when the two of them are thrown together, Sam discovers that Davy's eccentric way of looking at the world makes life a lot more exciting, until something terrible happens. I'm going to read chapter 1 in this particular video. So chapter 1 is titled, Mr. Mackey Said. Mr. Mackey said, write a poem about someone near to you, dear to you, a pet, a family member, a friend. Funny, I thought, how pets come first. That's your homework, said Mr. Mackey, and the whole class groaned, except me. But poems are hard, sir. Poems are boring. Poems are for old people. Poems are for boring old people. No one reads poetry unless their teacher makes them. No one likes poetry except poets, or those who don't have a life. And Mr. Mackey said, enough! And we all went quiet, because Mr. Mackey sure can shout. Then Mr. Mackey said, hands up those who like rap music. And me and some others put our hands up. Hands up those who like pop music. And me and most others put our hands up. Hands up those who like classical music. And me and almost everyone kept our hands down. Except for Oliver. Only Oliver put his hand up. But then he would. And Mr. Mackey said, rap music and pop and punk and rock have words. And the words are poetry set to music. That's all. What about classical music? Asked Oliver, but then he would. Classical music creates poetry in your mind, and your heart, and your soul. Even if there are no words being sung or spoken, it still creates poetry inside you. And we all went quiet, thinking. And the strange thing is, no one laughed. Mr. Mackey smiled. Any questions? Hands shot up. Does it have to rhyme, sir? No. How do we start, sir? With whatever comes into your head, just let it out. Don't hold back. Don't stop yourselves. Don't censor yourselves. Let your words flow like a mountain stream, like a babbling brook, like a raging river, like a tidal wave or a tsunami, like a cosmic wave moving between galaxies, like a... And we all groaned, because Mr. Mackey was off like a racehorse, running its own race. Just running because it can, running to hear its hooves pound the ground, just running for love and pleasure. Sir, can I write about my dog, my cat, my goldfish? Yeah. Sir, can I write about my computer, my skateboard, Jaws, my teddy bear? No. I put my hand up. Sir, can I write about Davy? The class went very still. Very quiet. My face began to burn hot, then burn cold. Yes, Sam, you do that, said Mr. Mackey after the longest pause. Write about Dave. What do you want to write about him for? That was Alex. Talking at me, frowning at me. Davy made him nervous, uncomfortable, uneasy, because of what he did. Even though Davy isn't here anymore, he still has the power to make people uncomfortable, uneasy, to remember. I didn't answer. My ex-best friend Alex. What could I say? I want to write about Davy because Mum says you don't miss the water until the well runs dry. I want to write about Davy because he was here. I never gave him a second thought. I want to write about Davy because now he's gone. I can't get him out of my head. And I never thought I would, but I miss him. There, I admit it. He's gone. And it's his fault. The fault of the class idiot, the class bully. And I miss him. Not the class idiot. He's gone too, and I don't miss him one bit. I miss Davy. His name was Davy. David Youngson. But everyone called him Fizzy Feet. Well, I hope you enjoyed chapter 1. There's probably a few questions running around in your mind. What I forgot to mention, if you've got a copy of Cloud Busting, you might wish to follow the words when I read subsequent chapters in the future videos that I'm going to be posting. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it's food for thought. And if you're inspired to write poetry about anything you would like, then obviously it would be great to read those if you post them on 5M's Seesaw. All right, take care. Speak to you soon. Bye.